No.
I have some news for you.
Oh.
This whole month, there is nothing retrograde.
No. Okay.
Now, we just came out of where we had 5, this month, there is nothing retrograde. And when I saw it, I thought, oh, that can't be true. Mercury's retrograde every month. There's no Mercury retrograde. Yeah.
So welcome everybody to the new moon in April. So the moon will actually be at its peak tomorrow on the East Coast of America. It will be at 7:52 a.m. In England, it is at 12:52 p.m. tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah. So, welcome, you guys. It's so good to see you here.
Haro. It's a very strange day, says this very strange woman. Today goes with my personality. How about that?
So are we in like Mercury retrograde again? Because my devices are acting up today. No?
I have some news for you.
Oh.
This whole month, there is nothing retrograde.
No. Okay.
Now, we just came out of where we had 5, this month, there is nothing retrograde. And when I saw it, I thought, oh, that can't be true. Mercury's retrograde every month. There's no Mercury retrograde. But the kicker is we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets in Aries. And right close up to the edge of that is Venus and the part of fortune and Uranus bringing up the rear in the next sign of Taurus. But everybody's hanging out in Aries. See, and I'm saying that I'm surprised at myself for saying it above a whisper. Because I am not Aries, but I am Scorpio. Just as many planets. And Aries is ruled by Mars, which is also my planet. So this might as well have hit me smack in the face with a bag of nickels. Now, as you know, I am coming off of 2 months, almost 3 months.
2.5 months.
Being ill. And it has taken all kinds of detours and so forth. So I'm coming out of the end of it. But this has not only been painful physically, and it had its little mental stuff in there, but it's also knocked the hell out of my banker. My banker is on the floor in fits. He's flipping out, and he's saying, no, please don't talk to me. Don't ask me anything. Because this has cost a fortune. And I mean that quite literally. We're talking 4 figures many times. So I'm saying to you all, I'm saying all this because I want you to look very carefully at everything you have in your life, the way you've got it set up, the way it's going. But I want you to take a very sharp eye and say, what can I get rid of? All right? And go through the different areas of life. Finances, emotions, especially. And all of your associations with your friends, because this whole thing, for you in the States, it's happening in the 11th and 12th house. Well, the 11th is all your friends and associates, everybody in your support team. And the 12th house is the things that you're up against, the things that can hurt you, the things that you haven't noticed that can throw a wrench in the works for real. Okay? Although there's Aries in it, that's the natural house of Pisces, which means what are your soft spots that people can get to. You see, it's the difference in getting a bullet in the arm or getting a bullet in the side of your head. Okay, because Aries is up there at the top of your body, it's the head. So these things are very important. I know that I've been saying get ready. I know that I've been saying we all have to join hands, hold hands, and keep walking. This is it. Okay, I think I said last time for the full moon, it's happening, it's happening. It's no longer just coming and impending. Baby, we are in it now for real. And whatever soft spots you have, you must ferret them out and pad them. Or things where people can get to you, get rid of them. And I'm not playing. I mean, people, well, I can't tell Auntie so-and-so she's very abusive and she gets in your business. One of those kind of people that not only notices what's going on in your life, but thinks they can just interject. Well, I'll just do this. It won't hurt. It'll help her. Other people cannot decide what is right for you. I do not care how sensible they think it is. I'm saying that they don't know enough about your life to make a good assessment of what is needed. So you do not need them to go in there thinking we're going to do this and it'll help. If you want to help me, ask me. What do I need? And what do you want me to do? And if I tell you don't do anything, I blanket mean it. Stay in your lane. Do not mess with my life because this is heavy stuff. All right. And it's going to be like that. Now we're going through the new moon and that's just for 2 weeks. No, we have entered a worldwide cycle that goes a lot longer. And it's at least as bad as what we're looking at right now. What we have to understand is that all this crap that's coming down the way that's manifesting right now, it has consequences. So be careful about, as you think out, what do I need to be doing? Who do I not need? What is no longer serving me? You can't mess around. You can't be kind and say, well, I don't want to say that to them. You better open your mouth and close your purse and anything else that needs to be. Okay, she said with a glimmer in her eye. I'm telling you like it is. You know, I love you, but now the saving grace is the sun and the moon are conjunct. They're right together. So therefore, at least your mind, your emotions, and your sense of identity are together. God help you when it's the other way around. On the full moon, they are fighting each other. But right now, while we need to have our minds and hearts together, it's happening. It's like that. Venus is kind of on the little edge, but it's sitting right on the ascendant. So it means it's one of the first things to come up. It's all about the things that you value. So when you're making your assessment of what's important, don't forget not just the things where there's drama happening, but reevaluate what you think is important. Be cold-hearted and look at it with an eye that's looking for reality, because all this stuff about what's important to you, this is the time when it's going to come to the front. And I also say, before I stop, in the house of your personality and how you see things personally, guess who's sitting in there right next to the horizon? Uranus. As some people would say, Uranus. Take that as you like. But it's sitting to come out. You have to be very careful how you do the slicing you're going to do, because you will be acting erratically. You know, you're sidling right up to the planet that makes everything weird and wicked. And that will be in your house, your thing, your fault. It's your personal self. How you're projecting, others will look at you and say, God, she's weird. I'm not going to pay attention. You know what I mean? After you've assessed and you're starting to do what you need to do, don't expect everybody around you to go, oh, that was a good move. Oh, no. you're going to hear a lot of crap about you having the nerve to make the changes that you needed to make. So I'm going to leave it there. Later, as we go along, I don't want to monopolize. I will tell you some of the rest of it because I'm looking at a whole lot of stuff. The planet that rules transformation is hoping to make the kinds of transformations that cause you to think twice. It's the hard ones. So be careful, cover your butt, and keep walking.
And it's all about how we react to all these things too.
Yeah. And I'm looking at the chart for there. I wasn't reading you what I've got because mine happens in a slightly different spot over here in Europe.
Okay.
It's the same exact planetary positions, but the wheel is swung around slightly differently here. So
Because of time.
as we look at it, it's going to be the same energy, but it will be happening in a different area of life over here.
Okay.
So I'm still looking at Elmira. Let me bring up the other one. There we go. Oh no, I still got Elmira. Boy, it's all about you people. Oh God. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Now here in Bradford, remember I was talking about all your personal life and your identity and how you see things and so forth and what you value? For us, it's going to happen in terms of your career. This is all about how the rest of the world sees you and your job, your career, where you work and what's going to happen there. Be very careful. It should go pretty well. The planets involved are nice ones. Sun, Moon, Venus. And even when I warned you about being weird or seen as weird, that's not over here. That's over there with you people. Over here, that planet is helping to have some very strange, unforeseen effects on your public life and your job. And they might really be kind of uniformly good ones, fortunate instead of a problem. So that's happening over here. However, I must also throw in that on this side of the world, this new moon is going to also bring in any problem you might have that's legal. Careful, careful. You've got a whole lot of stuff happening in terms of how the rest of the world sees you, but the fact is that if you're already involved in something that's dicey, it's definitely about to come out. Take that as you like. But that's it for you and me, and the difference in there and here.
Okay.
So you people don't have to worry about your jobs. You got to worry about your personal life. We have it slightly differently.
Okay. Interesting.
Hello, Martin.
Hi.
Hi, Martin. We saw you pop in.
Yeah.
It always improves my day when I see you here.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you too.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Nice. So as you're saying all this, honestly, the meditation that I have set up for today is, I called it the path of letting go.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's upcoming.
That's it. That's what it's all about.
So I worked on this Monday, and then today
Exactly.
Yep. Oh,
As I told you, I had all these notes. I had a beautiful setup ready to go for broadcast, and I can't find it for anything. So I had to look straight at the charts and just read them cold.
So one of the things, you talk about feng shui, right? Yeah. Clearing energy, letting go of things that you're not using or you don't need around you, and it does clear space. And here it is, spring coming up. It's new moon. Nikki has a whole new living room set up, right?
Yeah, you notice I'm in a different place.
I did.
My furniture has been completely changed. and it is going to be changing for the next week.
Nice, very nice. So in clearing, and I always feel better when I move furniture, change things around, and I mean, definitely, moon water helps. Putting your crystals out in the moonlight, that's more full moon than now, but it just makes life go easier. And it makes the flow nice. Now, your room is set up more like when I first met you, and that's, my God,
Right.
6-7 years ago?
Right.
6 years ago, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is a major turning point for me on many levels.
Uh-huh.
Our thing before was about figuring out what you need to do to pull things more into form for what you need. And if you don't, it said it will do it for you. And that's what it did. Things I had neglected, I don't know, I've changed at least 5 major things in my life and contemplating several others. So, let that be warning that this stuff is big. It's when you said feng shui, that's exactly what I'm going through.
Yeah. Yep.
And I noticed it reminds me so much of all that Seth has been trying to get us to understand about the expanded now. When this happens, and like you said, when you move, you feel better when you move everything around. Because at that moment, you are stepping very knowledgeably, you're stepping into a different timeline. You're creating a whole different venue for your life. And it even looks different. It's not only that you made it different, you can see it. Because, that's the lady whose house looks like this, not like that.
Right. My mother, I mean, she looked forward to this time of the year. It's spring cleaning, and we'd all pitched in and did windows. And so this week I got out a power washer. I washed my whole house outside. And let me tell you, it feels different on the inside. So, no matter where you're doing it, I move furniture in on my deck outside as well. So, but I love to move furniture.
I know you do.
I just love doing it. I don't know that I could ever live in a place where I couldn't move things around. I would figure out a way.
Yes, dear lion.
I'd figure it out. Yeah. But, feng shui is a great thing for moving energy and clearing space. And it's good. It's good for you, for your physical life. It's good for the soul too.
It is.
Yeah. I can't quote Seth verbatim. I can't quote Seth, but the idea of, in one of the books, Seth said he was talking to Rob, and he said, you and Jane scour the paper and the news for everything that's wrong. And you want to talk about what's wrong. You want to talk about the problems. You just look for it. He says, imagine what it would be like if you looked for the good.
Exactly.
And when you talk about you create your own reality, they were creating a lot of havoc around them.
Right.
Instead of being positive. And, some people kind of think I'm a Pollyanna, happy, and, I want to be very positive. But I've taken those words from Seth really to heart, because I lived with people that were very, very negative, and they did look for the worst in life. And I could never be that person. I don't want to be that person.
But you're creating the now that you prefer.
Exactly. I don't go looking for the bad stuff. It comes across, you see it, but I don't search it out.
Exactly. And that is a very important thing, of an important state of mind.
Right. There's an awareness of everything that's happening, but it's
aware of your power to make what you want.
Right. It's not in my reality.
You did not create it on your path. Any of them.
True.
So, I mean, somewhere in all the multi-universes, because scientists now tell you this is not the only one. There are billions of them. Even the physicists agree now. But out of them all, and there is some, you're in them, you're becoming all kinds of different people from the one you are now here. But out of them all, you are concentrating on certain ones that you're more interested in. This me, that one there, all the ones that are positive. The others exist, but you don't have to monitor them every minute. You don't need to remind yourself that they exist. Just knowing it is enough. That's fine. I wish you well, because they are working on the same thing you are. We're all trying to mirror this reality that we're creating and in, and saying, see, this is how I'm doing this one. We're supposed to be giving feedback on what reality is here, how I use it, how I manipulate it, what it's possible to do. And right here, I'm showing you that I'm doing this. And look, when I act like this is what happens. And it's all being sent back as a report of, in this version of you, all that is, this is how you play it.
Right.
Now, and that's a wide range of how you can be.
Because even this version of me, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, all the way back, are completely different me's. And I definitely reacted to things very differently than I do now. Like I think the me of the now is the best me I've ever been.
I agree. Yeah. And see, that's the rub. There are a lot of people who can't say that because they're hung up on, I wish I was still young. I wish back when I had this guy instead of this guy, and back when I did this and that. That's not the now. It's gone. Right, yeah. You were concentrating on a certain version of you right then, but it's different from the one you're making right now.
Yeah. I'm living the best life I've ever had right now.
I agree.
It's a wonderful place to be in. And looking at this group, I have a feeling everyone can say the same thing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Now, I have to admit, the purity of what I get when I'm here with all of you has me spoiled. It's very hard now to accept people who can't live up to the vibration that we here are creating. I want people to join. I want others to come, and I want them to hear what we're saying that Seth told us. But I'm very jealously guarding the population.
Well, from what I have gathered, the people that have joined in the different events are just wonderful. You know, yeah. I am so happy with the vibration that we've all created, that Carol and I have put together. And it is drawing people, you know, to that vibration. And it proves to me every day, every time I meet somebody new, that it really does work this way.
Yeah, and people who are not consistently on the path we've picked will naturally fall away. They'll get, you know, you can't get upset about people who don't agree with you and get all upset, because they're going to fall away. They get pissed. They're so pissed off. Fine. Go be pissed off somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You know,
we don't
I really don't care.
We don't need that vibration. No.
No. So blessings to you and bye. See ya. And believe me, honey, a lot of people don't like that I'm like that. But whatever you're bringing me that's not nice, I can't be part of it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't care. But you don't know what he did, and I don't want to. Even if I find out what it was, I'm not involved. It's not part of this now for me. So enjoy your life. I'm out of here. You know?
Yeah.
Boy, it makes me seem weird and nasty, and those Scorpio women. Yeah, you got that right. Bye. Here's me being an example of what you think Scorpio is.
What do you think, Martin?
Well, my mother's a Scorpio, and I'm. So,
Then you know. I also wanted to share that I had a blessing that came in.
Oh,
oh,
Okay?
it looks like a little spaceship.
It does, doesn't it?
It
It's
really
called
does.
It's called a tsa-tsa. tsa space tsa. And it's part of Buddhism.
Ah.
Okay? And it's considered a type of blessing. And the monks and the lamas sit and they make these out of clay. And in the bottom of it, there's a spot where you can see that there was a little hole and it's been clayed over and then painted. So it's hard to see it at first, but once you understand why it's there, when they make blessings and put them in each one, they are blessing you, your life, your home, everything about your path. And then they also include particular blessings from very higher up, all of the line of monks that has gone before in centuries. They have a certain type of blessing that they release and say, okay, we're giving you access to this. And when they came, I did a favor for someone. I was led to do it. They were looking for something, a piece of equipment that I own. And the odd thing is, to show you about paths, when I ordered this piece of equipment, it's about a group called Ormus. That's a whole nother thing about it. It's a substance that you can use that's great for your soul and your body. But anyway, one of the people in that group was desperately trying to find a certain type of what they call a trap water machinery. You run your water through it and it makes it very, very pure. And it's very energized electronically by the spirals. When it's coming out, it's spiraling. That's creating a certain vibration. The man who invented them was a good friend of mine. Years ago when I got into Ormus, and he created this thing as they discovered what the energy would be and what it would do. And so let's jump ahead 15 years. And then he has passed. Now, I bought one when he invented it. And for a whole series of strange reasons, I never got to even take it out of the box because I couldn't find the right connections for Europe. It was an American thing. Plumbing wise, it had certain connections that you make to your water supply. And the ones over here are very different because it's metric over here instead of inches and stuff, you know. So it was always meant to come out and be connected, but it got shoved in the garage when I says, oh, I haven't been able to do this yet, and I'll just put it in here. Well, it's now 15 years later. And these people came onto that site trying to find one. Well, the man has passed away. So there's no one else making them now. That means that finding one is like looking for a needle in a haystack. And they're very rare now, and they're very expensive because they're very, people love them and want to keep them when they get them. So I found out that they were looking, and I said, oh, I've got one of those, and I've got one specifically from the man that made them, one of the first ones. It's in the garage. So I contacted the people on Messenger and told them that I had it. And they're now worth about 600 pounds. And I said, well, I only paid $300 American for it. And, if you give me $100 and pay the postage, it's yours. I had no idea who I was talking to. Turns out it was the head lama of a very well-known installation or temple or whatever you want to call it, called Jalu, Jalu. And it's a 501k C or whatever you call it, 501c. And I had no idea who I was in contact with. So I was speaking with one of the ladies in it, and she said, well, I told them that we had found it, and they couldn't believe the price, and that was such a nice gift to us to have it so low. And we are so happy that the head lama wanted me to ask your permission to make and send you some tsa-tsas.
Oh,
So this came in the mail. My trap water pump is going out in the mail tomorrow. And when this came, I did not realize. I loved it, and I could feel the vibe through the box. But I had no idea, because I thought that all the little pieces in the box were the same. It says, oh, she sent me a bunch of them. Turns out when I open the rest of them, they're each a different color with a different blessing.
oh,
So I've been itching to share and say, these are quite the piece. I was so shocked and pleased to be blessed.
nice.
And they said, you are to share them. You have so many, we sent you, and we hope you will share them, and people will have them either in their house, or you can put them in the woods or wherever. But it sends a certain system of blessings wherever you put it. And they then, when you tell them where who you've given it to and where they live, they track them worldwide. And they have a grid where they have put down where everyone is.
Interesting.
Every one of them. So there are thousands of them. They showed me the grid. There are thousands of them, little lighted spots all over the globe
Oh,
that have
nice.
these blessings. So I am so impressed.
Nice.
I'm so pleased to receive it. And it felt so strong. I wanted to send it in spirit to each of you and share it with each of you, because that blessing it's strong. It's lovely and strong. And so I'm putting that feeling out there for each of you and passing it on.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you. I never heard of them before.
Well, it's I hadn't either. I was
So
shocked.
So when you said the word tsa-tsa is what they are, and seeing them, it looks like a flying saucer. Saucer.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's just waves and waves of energy now that I've
Love
shared. I've passed it on.
yeah.
Gosh.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You are so welcome. It's a great pleasure to have the kind of people that I can feel good about sharing it with.
Oh, thank you.
It's really powerful. When it came in the house, I felt it when the box came in. And each time I touch it, I can feel it. So if you were to open the bottom, you could actually find the little thing in there that's got the blessings written on it
Oh,
in Tibetan.
okay.
These were sent specifically so they could be put inside of these.
Mhm.
And I love it. I just love the way it feels. So
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Ah,
You're welcome.
well, that's a great. I mean, we're gonna go into this journey, and there's just
Yeah.
gonna be mountains and mountains of vibrations.
Yes.
Yeah. You think we're ready?
Yes, I certainly am. I'm all juiced up.
You're ready? All right. Well, go ahead and mute yourselves and go turn your videos off. I'll turn mine off as well. And I'm just going to ask that you sit or lie down comfortably. Allow your hands to rest gently at your sides or on your lap. And close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it softly. And exhale completely. Again, breathe in peace. Breathe out tension. One more time. Inhaling deeply. And as you exhale, allow your whole body to soften. Relax. Let go. Now in your mind, I want you to imagine yourself becoming heavier, more peaceful, more relaxed with every breath. And in a moment, I will count from 3 to 1. On each exhale, I want you to imagine and say the numbers silently to yourself 3 times. Ready? Inhale. You will drift deeper, deeper into calm, deeper into stillness, deeper into your inner world. And exhale. 3, 3, 3. Inhale. Feel your body relaxing, every muscle softening, every thought slowing down. Exhale. 2, 2, 2. Inhale. Going deeper now, more peaceful, more open, more surrender. Exhale. 1, 1, 1. You are now deeply relaxed, fully present, fully open, and ready for your journey. Imagine now before you a beautiful staircase, 10 soft steps leading downward toward a sacred place within your mind, within your heart, a place of peace, a place of knowing, a place beyond time. And with every step downward, you drift deeper, more relaxed, more open. Step now, 10, drifting downward. 9, relaxing further. 8, letting go more deeply. 7, breathing softly. 6, drifting deeper. 5, halfway there. 4, becoming lighter. 3, nearly there. 2, more peaceful than before. 1, step gently on the floor. You find yourself standing in front of a door, your quantum door. On the other side of the door is a magnificent garden. On the count of 3, the door will open. 1, 2, 3. The door is open, and you can jump into your magnificent garden, more beautiful than any you have ever seen, filled with vibrant flowers, warm sunlight, golden light dancing across the air. Soft breeze touches your skin, and everything feels peaceful, safe, alive. Ahead of you, you notice an ancient, glowing pathway, and something inside you knows this path will lead you exactly where you need to go. Walk toward it now. Slowly, peacefully, knowingly. The path opens to a beautiful bridge floating above a glowing mist. The bridge connects 2 realities: the life you have known and the life waiting for you. Step onto the bridge now. And as you walk, feel all heaviness begin to fall away. With every step, old pain dissolves. Old fears releases. Old doubt disappears. Old limitations drift into the mist below. And with every step forward, repeat softly to yourself, let go. Again, another step, let go. Again, another step, let go. Keep walking, lighter, freer, more open with every breath. At the end of the bridge stands someone radiant, peaceful, strong, familiar. As you move closer, you realize it is you, the highest version of yourself, the healed you, the peaceful you, the successful you, the wise you, the version of you that has already become everything you seek. This future self smiles warmly and extends their hand. Take their hand now. Feel their wisdom enter you. Feel their confidence flowing into you. Feel their peace becoming your peace. Hear them say softly, everything you seek is already within you. You need only release what no longer belongs. Let go and become. Now sit beside this future self in this sacred place and ask quietly within, what must I release? What am I still carrying that no longer serves me? What is ready to leave my life now? Who am I becoming? Remain here now, in silence, in stillness. Allow whatever comes to arise naturally. Listen, receive, and trust. And we'll pause here for about 10 minutes. Your future self now stands before you and slowly, gently merges into your body, their light becoming your light, their wisdom becoming your wisdom, their peace becoming your peace. Feel this deeply. Feel their vibration. Breathe it in. Know now you are this version of yourself. You have always been. Turn now and walk back across the bridge, carrying only peace, only clarity, only what serves your highest good. Return to the staircase and begin ascending upward, back to waking awareness. 1, returning slowly. 2, feeling refreshed. 3, feeling peaceful. Open your eyes when you're ready, grounded, renewed, and transformed. So wiggle your fingers and toes, stretch a little bit, and get ready to come back to this transmission. I thank you all for joining me on this beautiful journey to meet your future self. And when you're ready, you can turn your cameras on and your microphones back on. Just waiting for Martin to find his way back.
I heard my name.
There he is.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
Oh.
Wow. I have new circuits that have been enabled. And your meditation was like the directions for how to use those new circuits.
Mm.
So my meditation led me, once we crossed the bridge, there was a huge temple in front of me, and I went through it, through a hole in the front, and went in to the garden. And it was the most amazing garden I've ever experienced. Okay, and I didn't even realize that I was following the instructions you were setting up for the meeting of the future self. So I was taught many things in the garden, oohed and awed about all this. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. And then when I finished, I was put back on the path to stand in front of this spirit that was my higher future self, and to see the difference in how we look in the future. Because I went several hundred years ahead to where man has evolved to look different. Okay, we had begun to accentuate a different set of physical attributes than the ones we're using. So we had slightly different look. And that blew my mind because it was me. and I was different. And I recognized the me in it, and to realize that I was this higher part of me that was looking at all the other ways I could be along the journey to becoming the future one. And I saw three distinctly different versions of me I could actually see and see the difference in how they looked. And then knowing that there were thousands of others, but these three embraced me. As I walked toward them, my arms were out like this, and there were strings hanging from the arm or energy paths that showed a little other version at the bottom hanging there. And I walked along carefully, balancing them on my arms, hanging down, and then was embraced by that higher self to embrace all of what was part of me and say, yes, all of this is in me, and I am looking out at whatever you create. That whatever it is, it's fine. Along the way, everything is enough.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And I could feel all this stuff running through me. And then I recognized that what I was seeing was a part of an energy pattern I had seen a reel about. All these people come along saying, oh, this is happening now. Oh, this is, prepare yourself. And one of them, by the physicist, had shown this particular version of how a torus looked. But this was a flattened one. So you were looking at energy circles that looked like just a little spiral and a spiral, and it looked like a photo of a chart of spirals. But it was a flattened version of what a torus looks like. And every one of those energy paths was a different color. And moving, glistening with energy and so forth. So then you said, and now turn around and come back across the bridge. And I'm like, no, please. And all the way up to the door of coming back. When you had counted us back, I'm like, I'm not going to pay attention to those numbers. But here I am.
Here you are.
All I could feel was the extremely potent energy coming from each of you and how it impacted the me that I am. And it helps to empower that me to be the one that turned into what I meant. So the influence coming from each of you is helping me build these paths that lead to who I was in the future. So I was just engulfed in gratitude for the input that we are, that what we're creating, and to see what it would become later as all this energy developed, because it's all out there moving and doing its thing, whether I saw it or not. It was a privilege to get a chance to realize what was going on and what it will become.
Yeah.
So I thank you for that from the bottom of my heart. I thank you.
Thank you for
leading
sharing.
us there. Well, thank you for taking us there. I'm very grateful. You are far more powerful than you realize, I think.
Thank you.
You are juggling an enormous number of energy streams and guiding them and interpreting where to put them. And for that, I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Martin, would you like to share?
I didn't see anything, I can't recall, but I did see daisies for some reason. And it was like I wasn't counting the petals, I was counting the daisies. I don't know what that means. But yeah, I don't know what that means, but that's what I remembered seeing was daisies. I mean, white daisies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just lots of them.
Maybe you went to the daisy pond.
I was thinking that. I was thinking that. I said, "Oh, I know where you were."
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And more may come up in time. So
Right. I think there's something coming in the next couple of days that you're going to look back and say, "Oh yeah, I remember. That's connected."
You know,
Wow.
Carol, would you like to share?
I don't know. After Mickey's amazing experience, mine's kind of comical actually. So Lydia, no part, please. So I burst through the door, and I had wings, and it was. I thought, "Am I a dragonfly? What am I?" And then I realized I was Tinkerbell.
Oh, that's lovely.
And I was flying all over the garden like an insect would do, go looking at all the different flowers and going up and down and doing, I had like this new ability to move and just be. I was thinking earlier today how about the animals and how their lives are and how they're all very similar to each other, and how as people we're so complicated,
Yeah.
And then you said go over the bridge, and you said walk over the bridge, and I'm falling, and I'm like, oh, hang on. So so I thought, oh, I can walk. So I lit on the ground. So I started walking, and I crossed the bridge, and I don't remember anything after that. Nothing. Until I was like startled, and I looked at the screen, and I saw that you hadn't all come back yet, and I thought, oh, good. I'm not sure where I was or what I was like, rats. Now I'm trying to retrieve what it was that in my head before I was startled, and I couldn't grab it. So, and I went. When I came back across the bridge, I was like, oh, I'd like to be Tinkerbell again. And so I did. I became Tinkerbell again. And then you said, okay, walk down the steps. And I'm going, rats, now I got to walk again. So I had to light, and my wings would they folded up and went back into my body, disappeared back into my body. And then I walked to the actual awakening from the meditation. But that was
I love it.
Bizarre one, that I have most fantasy like. It was really fantasy.
I love it.
I love it too. Gosh, that's great.
So
it's always so interesting with one journey how many paths it takes.
And for me, it was just very lighthearted and no concerns or worries, or just pure joy.
Oh, I love that.
Nice.
So it's interesting that none of you experienced the joining with your higher self or your future self.
I did I did right before.
Yeah, I did.
You did. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was a big part of it.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
The sensation of that connection becoming true embodied the whole rest of it. It just encased it. It was like me getting initiated into whatever I needed to know in order to be able to make the connection. So I was aware of being tempered in a flame to a higher standard so that I could actually make the connection, because it takes a different person from the now to be developed enough spiritually to actually connect with that higher self. It was so high. I was in awe. I was speechless. I was like,
well, when you talked about the tsa-tsa's vibration, and I'm like, oh, this is just it already raised us to where we needed to be to accept that. And I had no idea that you received these or what they were or anything else. But I'm not sure that the meditation would have done what it did without the part you brought to it beforehand. So thank you.
It's so interesting how that all came together. I felt it too.
Yeah.
And the terrain around where I was completely lit by thousands of them, each one glowing.
Oh,
and so the path I was on was going through a whole field of them, literally thousands, like points of light. And I was made aware that this is what you're seeing is the fact that each one of them is a little powerhouse. They're each, pumping out some kind of energy. And I just went on across the bridge into where we were going, but they were all the background around me.
Nice. Well, I love it. And I love being in this group and what we can accomplish together.
I agree. It's really gifted. It's a really lovely vibration. And when we're together, it's so much stronger than when we're apart. So I love that.
I do too. And I have to say that, you all help me to create the positive, good reality that I have. I can't do it alone, and I don't want to speak for anybody else, but you all help me. So I'm very grateful for you all to be here.
Oh, I'm grateful.
Being merged with a higher self, after I got through playing with the daisies, it was like this, and it wasn't a negative, it was a comforting, like a blackness, it was just totally no light.
Right.
Just fully engulfed me, and there was no voice, no thought, nothing. It was just total still, calm. So maybe that's what it was, I don't know.
It's a wonderful space.
It sounds like what they call the void.
Yes.
Yeah.
And which is bliss.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where I was. I heard my name, Martin. I said,
okay. Aging Martin. Hello, this is the universe, and we're looking for somebody called Martin.
Oh, that is so funny.
Like Star Trek.
Well, it's always good when I get everybody back before the end.
Yeah.
I've never lost anyone yet.
Well, it was amazing. I was aware. I wanted to get up and say, Sharon, you got to get in here for this. And I said, no, if she was supposed to be here for this, she would be in here.
Well, I plan on doing this later tonight. I will get them up online and I will pull out the meditation so you guys can do it together.
Right. That would be nice.
And when I say it's going to be 10 minutes, you can put it on pause if you like and let it be as long as you want it to be.
Exactly. I tell you what I was also aware of, though. Sharon's dog is very, very spiritually psychic. And I became aware of it joining us, even though she wasn't in here.
Mm-hmm.
He was joining us from where they were in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. And it was amazing, the light that this dog picks up on and spreads. I love it. I just love it.
Well, we'll be back. So Carol and I are taking a break for a week, and we will be back. I don't even know what we're doing after that. Let's see. When we'll be back on... I guess the April 29th, Wednesday, will be book study. That'll be the next time that we're back online.
Uh-huh.
And then the next day is full moon.
Well, it's interesting when you say book study, because part of the stuff that happened today was literally I was gifted, put in my hand as a reminder was the book Way Toward Health. Mm-hmm. And that hit hard. It was like,
yeah.
This is in your now. Deal with it.
That-
And I'm like,
That's
oh,
a big,
okay.
that's a hefty book. Okay. Well, it will be the Seth material though.
Yeah.
And that'll be April 29th at 6:30 right here on Discord. And then Thursday, April 30th will be at 1:30 again for the full moon.
Okay.
All right.
That's
So
great.
the actual full moon is May 1st. So it's a May full moon.
Interesting.
Okay.
Taurian.
And you know, what I didn't realize is people don't realize we have a website. So not only Discord, but if you wanted to see the events that we have going on, you can go to spiritualselfawareness.com. And there's an events tab, and it has a little calendar, and you can see everything that's going on, either a month view or a daily view, however you want to see it. It's your choice.
Right. Okay.
So, all righty.
All right.
Good to see you all. I guess we'll
Thank
see
you.
you in about 2 weeks.
Here,
Okay.
here.
All right.
Right on,
Okay,
right on, right on.
everybody. Love you all.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.